Hey guys, it's Kay. Welcome back to Hub Neat Home. I am still recovering. I have not gotten over this cold. I don't know what is going on, but it is hanging on for dear life. But I know you're almost out of there. You're almost out of there, cold virus. Anyway, I am here today to talk about something a little different today. Instead of talking about home health, I want to talk about this home health. October is my favorite month of the year because that's when I feel like fall is in its most exciting state, when the leaves are really beautiful and you get that nice sweater weather. It also happens to be Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I want to tell you guys a little story today about my first mammogram, and I hope it inspires you to actually get your first mammogram if you haven't and not be afraid. Now, I think I mentioned in another video that I do a podcast on the weekends with my friend Derek. We just have fun and we're really silly, and it's just like a fun comedy podcast you can listen to in the background or whatever. We did do a breast cancer awareness show. It's like 2 hours of us being really wacky with Diana Jordan, who is a breast cancer survivor and a motivational speaker, and my mom was on the show, and my friend Stephanie was on the show. I think she was diagnosed at age 32 or 33 or something, a little younger than usual. So if you guys are interested, go down and listen to it. So because my mom was a breast cancer survivor, my primary care physician talked to me a couple of years ago about starting to have mammograms at age 40 instead of age 45. This year, when I turned 40, I had my very first mammogram in July, and I'll tell you all about the experience, and that way you won't be afraid to have your very own mammogram. So when I went into the hospital to have a mammogram, they have a little special section where they basically just, do mammograms all day long. So it's not like you're the only one who's gonna have a mammogram that day. It's like there's many women having mammograms, and if you're feeling really nervous, there's always, somebody you can talk to. Actually, one of the women there, she saw my face and I guess I must have looked really nervous, and she was like, "Oh, is it your first one, honey?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's my first mammogram." She's like, "Oh no, it'll be fine. She's really nice. They have a really, she's really gentle. You'll feel really comfortable." And immediately I felt really comfortable. They do make you strip down from your, top down, so bra off, shirt off, everything like that. And the one thing I didn't know about the mammogram experience is that they make you take off your deodorant because apparently that will affect the scan. So if you are going somewhere else after your mammogram, take a little extra thing of deodorant because you won't have any on after you leave the mammogram. Another thing I didn't expect is the mammogram machine is really huge. It is huge. It's probably 10 feet high and 6 feet wide, maybe, or 7 feet wide. It's a big machine. The little glass table, when you get an x-ray, they make you put your arm on the surface. There's a surface for you to put your body part on, and a little part of the machine will come down and actually smash your breast. And this part is very uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, especially if you have a smaller chest like I do. However, it doesn't last that long, and you might be smashed for 5 seconds and then it's totally done. And they don't just smash this way, they'll smash it this way as well. And then they do a little other view as well. I think they do 3 views of each chest portion. And they do smash your chest down with a pretty good amount of force. It's gonna be pretty tight and uncomfortable, but the discomfort only lasts 5 seconds. And after, I think I was in the mammogram machine room for 10 minutes, and then I was totally done. The woman who did the scan was hilarious and totally funny. She was so cute. She was, I guess she grew up in the area because she's got that adorable New England accent, which I love so much. She was like, "Oh, you're not gonna like this one. This is gonna be really uncomfortable." It just made me laugh. And that's a really great thing about a lot of nurses and technicians and people that help you in the health industry, is a lot of them are really there to make you feel comfortable. So just allow them to make you feel comfortable, and they can assure you they've been doing this for a long time. You're gonna be totally fine. And I got my results in the mail a couple of weeks later that I was totally fine. They didn't find any lumps or anything like that, any suspicious things like that in my scan, so I'm totally good until next year. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing routine checks on yourself. You can do them while you're in the shower, you can do them, at the gym. If you're feeling very bold, you can do them, in the bed. You just do routine checks, check around there, see if you feel anything. There's a link down below on the instructions about how to give yourself a self-scan. Do that every month and make sure everything's okay down there. That's on the off chance that you find a lump or you find anything that feels strange down there. You want to get it checked out as early as possible, and not all lumps are cancerous. Matter of fact, I'm a person who tends to grow cysts in different parts of my body, and I tend to be kind of lumpy and bumpy. So from time to time I do find, kind of lumps in places, but because I'm being regularly scanned and checked out by my doctor, none of them thankfully have been anything serious. I do have some footage of my very first mammogram that I'm going to share with you today. I hope you guys enjoy the story of my very first mammogram, and I hope that encourages you that if you have been delaying getting a mammogram, or if you have been afraid to get a mammogram, do not be scared. It is not that bad. It's over in a flash. I hope this encourages you to not be afraid to get a mammogram, or to go ahead and schedule your next mammogram. If you have been delaying getting your next mammogram is scheduled, please keep up with the mammogram scans. They are very important. Good morning. I am in the parking lot of the hospital this morning. So I figured I would talk a little bit about why I'm here. I am having my very first mammogram this morning, and I'm not looking forward to having my boobs smashed either way. I heard they do it both ways. I heard they do it this way and this way. So I'm guessing that's going to be kind of uncomfortable. But yes, I am old enough to have a mammogram. I am 40. My mother had a bout with breast cancer when she was in her 50s, and I was in graduate school. So I decided that to start, early. I guess I could have even started earlier with the mammograms, but I decided 40 was a good place to start, and my doctor decided also. And I thought this would be a good time to talk about fear and how it can really hold you back in life. I think that, I've taken a really long time to move forward from fear. I had a lot of fear of success. I had fear of starting this YouTube channel even, because I was afraid of ridicule from the general public. If you guys know that YouTube can be a really toxic place, it can be a really bullified place. And I was afraid of appearing on camera, and more afraid of appearing on camera without makeup. Like as today, I just have a little lip gloss on. So but I'm here without my mask, and I have some sort of zit here going. I don't know what's happening. It's like hormones. But getting past a place of fear is very freeing. I think that if fear is holding you back from doing something, especially something creative and something that you really want to do, I encourage you to fight hard that fear, and to because fear is all about the what ifs. What if this happens? What if that happens? And I can tell you with almost complete certainty that even if the what if happens, you'll be able to get through it and deal with it. I've been able to get through and deal with all of the what ifs that have happened to me in my life, all of the bad things, because bad things are inevitably going to happen to you. It's part of being human. It's part of the life experience. But if fear holds you back from doing anything in your life, you're going to miss out on some of those really great experiences. So I guess I'm saying this because I have fear of having this mammogram right now this morning. I'm a little bit early, that's why I'm chilling in the parking lot, about what the results will be. So I'm afraid, but I'm here anyway. And whether or not the results are positive or present a challenge, I can get through that. And you guys can get through anything too. So here we go.
have to change in this very lovely deodorant. Oh man. And wipe down with this Nano wipe and then put the stuff in the locker. It's like I'm at the gym, but worse. Here we go. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a good day.
Not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, it was really short. Well, back in the car, and it was not that bad. It was not that bad. It was, I'm not gonna lie and say it wasn't uncomfortable for a few moments. Like, I mean, they're smashing your boob with Big Machine. How can that not be uncomfortable? But, you know, the long and short of it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that long. And the lady who did my exam was really nice, and hopefully she'll be watching this video. Hi. That was not that bad, with the exception of I had to take my deodorant off.
I'm going to link down below some important breast cancer awareness facts, and also my podcast about the Breast Cancer Awareness Month that we did a few years ago. It's really fun. It actually got a little bit out of control. So if you guys are willing to listen to that, that'll be really fun. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.